Alrighty, so this is not going to be an unboxing video, obviously, despite me currently having two boxes sitting waiting to be unboxed. Yeah, great idea, start a YouTube channel just before the Christmas holidays. Anyway, so I my last unboxing I did a very terrible job. I was tired, there was lots of overtime at work, and I really should have put more effort into it. Yeah, I sort of just drifted it off. So this is going to be a continuation of my last unboxing video talking about Water Magick. So in that video, I mentioned that Water Magick isn't particularly my cup of tea. Um, but I probably should have elaborated that even though it's not something I really have an interest in and study, it is something I can do. And like most things in Magic, even if it's not something you're interested in or very good at, you should really put some effort in some effort. Wow, um, into at least learning and understanding those topics, even just a bit. Um, like especially things like curses. I mean, everyone really should do some study into curses. Even if you don't do them, even if you abhor them, if someone curses you, you need to know about it to be able to do something about it. Short answer. So, speaking of cups of tea, this little video is me going to show you all a very little tea blessing you can do every time you have a cup of tea, coffee, water, basically anything with liquid in it. Um, so, yeah, and then we're going to talk about a little bit about magic. So, here is my cup of tea. And for our little spell, take your hand 3 times round Diosil. I'm not sure how you pronounce it properly. So that is clockwise. Obviously, there's more to it than just sticking your finger on the rim of the cup and moving it round and round in a circle. You obviously need to channel your energy into it. But that is as simple as the ritual needs to be. Anyway, so, and that's sort of my segue into the topic I wanted to talk about today. In that, um, like when you look at videos on magic on YouTube, they usually talk about um, like the rituals, especially. They talk about the not what's the word I'm looking for? Little the artifacts, I suppose you could call them, accessories to the spell. Things like the candles, ribbons, um, herbs, etc. And I'm sometimes I get the feeling that maybe um, new witches might think that they really need all this stuff like a cauldron and a staff and a wand and an apothecary's worth of herbs and a mountain of crystals to do their spells, when like that spell I just showed you, if you could even call it that, is is really as complicated as your magic needs to be. Um, while those other things are absolutely useful and have their place, really they are almost window dressing, essentially. Like, they help, but you don't need anything more than your own hands and your will to work magic. Um, so, yeah. And I was also going to talk a little bit. So, something that all witches should do, you don't need like the crystals, the herbs, but all witches, I think, and I'm a bibliophile, so it's don't hold it against me. As you should always have a library, I think. But maybe I'm just old school and like the books. Um, like reference material, and I prefer books as reference materials because the ability to page through something to reference something and then go back, it gets a bit difficult on a computer. flicking through multiple tabs, unless you have multiple screens. But that's just me. Yeah. But hey, and that's really all I wanted to show you guys today is a little tea blessing spell that you can use on any drink, and a little message to new witches out there that you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on craft tools to do your magic. All you need is your hands, your will. Have a great day, guys.